What is up guys, Cody here, and before the video starts I want to give a huge shout out to my members Bongo Cat, Tyler Kuntz, FRA, Zach L, Dustin Boyd, Nick Wells, Benjamin Martin, Seattle Sway, Luke H, Sleeping General, Swales359, The Equals Gamer, Justin Whitelock, Thomas Bolzone, and Micah L. Alright guys, enjoy the video. What is up guys, Cody here, and welcome back to another ACW video for Napoleon Total War. So it has been some time, but we are back and we are on Antietam. So this replay was sent in by Pixelated Apollo. Huge shout out to him. I'm sure you guys already know who he is. Awesome YouTuber. I'm going to leave his channel in the description at the very top, so feel free to check him out if you have no clue who he is. You'll definitely enjoy his content. So playing today, we have Pixelated Apollo in the center. He's going to be taking the reins of the Confederate army, and he's going to have two allies to the left and right of him. So looking at the left side of the map, we have Westwoods. Now, as you can tell, Confederate forces have set up a pretty defensive posture using these fence lines as cover. And here comes the Union troops. So sadly, it does not show the unit names, but after playing quite a bit of War Rights, I have a general understanding of some of these units. So right here, we got the 14th Burger King, Brooklyn, and they're going to be pushing into the battle, leading the way. Now taking a look at Confederates, they are right up against this border here, so you cannot pass by. So very wise tactic here, trying to maximize their length and minimize getting flanked. So here we go, 14th Brooklyn gaining that elevation, and they're going to be forming up on their fence line. Elsewhere on the map, we have on the extreme right flank, very far off in the distance, the right force of the Confederacy. But before we get over there, I just want to show you guys, look at this unit. They're going to be rushing the artillery position here and actually getting some shots off. Really good volley to kick things off. Artillery crew getting absolutely annihilated. Already down to 15 men, and they're going to be pulling a hasty retreat. So cheeky move here from the Union troops, really pushing in and catching these Confederates off guard. They saw that big opening with no infantry, and they're taking full advantage. Now they do have to worry about canister. They got a long ways to go, and I'm sure the Confederate player knows what's going on at this point. So 194 men charging into the artillery. Oh my goodness, this shrapnel is devastating. Mowing down the ranks, already down to 153 men. These guys are going to have a very tough time trying to get to that front line and getting blasted by even more artillery. So, looks like his best bet is to try and shoot the artillery crew, but sustaining extremely heavy casualties. Not to mention, in the distance, we have reinforcing Confederates pushing in, trying to aid and maintain as many Confederate artillerymen as possible. As you can tell, even more infantry pushing in and gaining that hill advantage. These Union troops are in quite a predicament at this point. And they're not gonna... Oh, wow! Actually shooting their own men. Savages! No! Move, Johnny! What are you doing, man? Oh, poor Confederates. Oh, man. Well, anyways, Union troops breaking... Actually, coming back. Wow, these guys got some balls. Okay, there they go. They're like, nah, we're probably best bet is to retreat. Anyways, on the right flank, things are starting to heat up. 14th Brooklyn engaging on Confederate positions. And it looks like these guys have the smoothbore. So these guys do not have the range. They have the 1842. Or maybe not. Maybe I'm just wrong. What rifle is this? Is this the 1842? It is not. It looks like the 53 maybe. I believe the 53. But they do have guys in range. But look at this massive unit pushing down 314 men. Looks like the Iron Brigade. I'm not too sure which company to be exact. Maybe 6 Wisconsin. Not too sure. But these guys mean business, man. And they are thirsty for some blood. Now, another thing to take note of. Antietam. Confederates were heavily outnumbered. So a lot of these units are going to be a lot smaller than these Union lines. And that's going to cause some problems for these guys. This volley is about to shred their ass. These guys need to clench their cheeks ASAP. Because they are about to get clobbered by... Oh my gosh, man. Oh my gosh. Already bringing them down to 40 men. Flag Bear standing true to his colors. Not wavering in the face. Okay. Anyways, okay, tactical withdrawal, alright? Not a withdrawal. So let's get a look at the left side of the battle. We really haven't covered this side too much here. But as you can tell, we have Union artillery engaging on Confederate positions and more Union lines pushing out from the woodworks. So they're going to be pushing into this open field, which probably isn't the best idea with all this artillery trying to strike them down. But they don't have much of a choice. They need to push in and close that distance. They know they have the manpower. These guys are expendable. So pushing these guys up as much and as fast as possible is going to be the most effective way to win the battle. As for this right flank, Confederates are having quite some trouble actually falling back the line quite a bit to another fence line. Now the only issue with this is it's going to be creating kind of a hard V formation, and that's going to allow a lot of concentration in this area to just penetrate through and rip holes into these lines, and they are taking some pretty heavy losses. This unit already down to 38 men and decreasing at a very, very rapid rate. As for this left flank, these Union troops, they're like, you know what? Why did I sign up for this war? Why did I do this? I'm standing in an open field. I have artillery blowing up all around me. And just men are falling like crazy. So these guys, yeah, you can say they're not having the best of times. Oh, I would be crapping my pants. Where's the Flag Bear? Did the Flag Bear go down? I don't even see the officer. Oh, there he is. There he is. Oh, don't tell me you're going to retreat after all this way. Don't tell me that. Oh, come on. Really? Really? These guys lose so many men and they're just falling back. Another tactical withdrawal. Anyways, as for the center, we have another Union artillery group. These guys, I believe... These are Napoleons. I'm sorry if I'm wrong. I believe they're Napoleons. They may not be. I know for a fact they're not howitzers. But that's pretty obvious to tell. As for this right flank, it looks like 6 Wisconsin's going to be continuing to push up this hill. And only losing one guy. Man, these guys walk like badasses, dude. That is intimidating stuff, man. If you saw a line like this marching at you, I don't know. Oh, but they're taking losses, man. They're already down 20 men. These guys, man, they're marching in style. They don't care about the losses. They just want to impress the ladies. Maybe we got some ladies on the hillside up there. Who knows? Who knows? But whoever they're trying to impress, it's definitely working. What are you guys doing? Don't fall back. Come on now. There's a war to be fought, gentlemen. Let's go. Anyways, Union troops once again pushing into this void. It looks like the Confederates did not learn their lesson the first time. And these guys are going to be storming up the hill. Now, it looks like they have retreated some of the artillery pieces to a more safe position. But they're going to be in some trouble. They need to hurry their line. We have multiple Confederate line units now pushing up. And it looks like these guys are going to be the Zouave units. So taking a look, if you guys know War of Rights, this is Hagerstown Turnpike. This is a very intense map, very close quarters. And things are playing out to be true here. We got the Union spawn point. Too bad we don't have working artillery. But that's alright. That's alright. It'll come one day. Oh, man, ripping holes into the line. But so are the Union troops. Confederates getting some really good flanks. This line is going to be getting hit super hard on the sides. These Confederates mean business. Already breaking the line with 158 in it. As for this left flank, we have more units coming through. We got another unit pushing through Miller's cornfields. and pushing on to Confederate positions. As for this side of the battlefield, they are taking their sweet time. Looks like these guys really aren't under too much pressure. Looks like the artillery isn't targeting them. But as for this right side, reinforcements are coming in for the Union troops. We have another Iron Brigade unit, and they are thirsty for some blood. We got the general here. No clue who the general is. I really wish I could see the names. I don't know where he is. Maybe this guy. I don't know. They all look the same. Interesting. Another Iron Brigade. So it looks like all the Iron Brigade units are going to be focused in on this right side of the map. And we're just going to be having a nice little line engagement. Who doesn't like a nice line engagement? Man, I love these uniforms, man. Classy uniforms. And they're going to be trying their best to mow down those Confederates. Now, as for the center, the push is really starting to commence now. We have a big line here pushing in. But Confederates holding that high ground. But once again, another issue with this formation, a very hard V formation, and that's going to allow these Union troops to really concentrate a lot of fire on these units here and just break them down at a very fast rate. So these guys down to 143 men. Oh, and look at this! Wow, okay, how did a general die? All the way over here. Oh, these bastards. They general sniped the officer. Oh, no. Oh, wow. What a way to go out. You know, if I were to die in a war, this is exactly how I wanted it to happen. Just like this, man. Face full of dirt. Getting dragged by my horse. I'm going back home, man. Oh, why am I so amused by this? Farewell, officer. You did your duty. Oh, that's so sad. Anyways, lines, like I said, are engaging now, and these Confederates are a little outmanned. These two units are biting a little bit too much to chew, but they're holding strong. Look at this morale, man. Confederate morale is no joke. 22 men in both of these lines. Oh, that was the firing squad, but you get my point, man. I mean, these guys are breaking with barely any men left, and we got Union troops routing with over 100, not maybe even 200 guys. But these guys are at it. They are at each other's throats right now, and this line has seen some better days. We have a lot of bodies really starting to pile up now, down to 106 men. Man, I love this mod. Such a good mod. And the groans. Gruesome. Absolutely gruesome. Union troops having a field day right now, breaking down that line, and it looks very effective so far. Union troops are still massing up even more troops. We have reserves here on the far left flank, and these guys are sitting very far back. I'm not too sure why. Oh, but look at this canister coming in. Damn. Ripping these guys a new one, man. And these Union troops don't know what they're getting themselves into. Confederates all over the place. What are you doing? You gonna charge out? What are you doing, man? He charges right out to get stabbed. Flag bear. Can he kill? He does get a kill. Look at that. With his saber. And now we have a Confederate charge trying to maintain this position for the artillery. We got another unit charging in, it seems. And the artillery crew does break despite the Confederates' effort to try and keep them alive. Another charge coming in on the flank of this unit. These guys are surrounded. You definitely do not want to get in melee combat with these Confederates. They know how to fight. But Union troops still holding on despite poor morale. They are wavering, isolated, and in need of reinforcements. These guys need something to happen. Oh no. Oh no. Are these guys gonna volley? I think they're gonna volley. Oh no. Oh, they're shooting the other unit. Okay. I was about to say that was gonna be even more intense. Anyways, as for the left flank, Union troops now really trying to commit with more men on this side. I don't know how good of an idea this is. 151 men up against multiple Confederate units. Definitely probably not the best idea. As for this unit, down to 42 men, and they are bound to break. Over on the right flank, Union troops still holding on. And I am very impressed with how these guys have been fighting. Still holding on despite all these units and breaking them one by one, all by themselves. Isolated. They're doing a fantastic job. Now, as for this right flank, oh, there they go, they're breaking from the battlefield. As for this right flank, Confederates still holding their previous position, although they are taking some pretty extreme losses. We have another unit routing with 20 men left. General's like, come on, why are you routing, man? I need you. I need you. I like the mustache, though. I like it. Blue eyes. Good stuff, man. I'm sure he gets a lot of ladies back home. Who knows? If he can make it back home, that is. Anyways, we have another unit showing up. Oh my god! Oh my gosh! Oh, that canister ripping into their line, at least killing 40 men there. That was insane. If only these Union troops showed up a little bit earlier, but look at this. We have pixelated Apollo's men holding the front line. And these guys are going to be getting shot in the back as well. This spells disaster for the Union. These guys need to break these guys quickly, or else they're going to be broken by more reinforcements coming in the back. We got some Confederate Zouaves pushing in. No, it's not pajama day. It's just what they wear to battle. And I am very jealous, man. These uniforms look very comfortable. And they're going to be charging into the backs of the Union here. Yankees not seeing what's coming. It looks like we have the 42nd Pennsylvania in here as well. I do see the hats. Very iconic unit. Using the Sharps rifle. But that break, or that charge, has seemed to break those units here. We got one more unit holding on for dear life, and there they go. But just look at this. I mean, the morale, 150 guys, and they're breaking. It's ridiculous, dude. This Union morale is just garbage. Anyways, pushing through the wooded areas now, we have the Iron Brigade, and they do see their victims in the distance here. Zouaves facing the wrong direction. Can they reform in time? Oh no, they're gonna be getting shot in the back. Boys, turn around, gentlemen. The war is this way. What are you doing, man? Oh no. We got Santa's helpers too. That's nice. Too bad they're not helping with the fight. A little bit of a micro mistake there, but no problem. We got more Confederate units turning around, facing the right way, and engaging these guys. As for this left flank, disaster is coming for the Union. They're having an extremely tough time breaking down these Confederate lines. Although we have a really good position here. Oh, look at this artillery. Man! This artillery plays no games. Damn. Okay, that actually scared me a little bit. Wow. Wow. Okay. Yeah. No. I totally understand why they're running now. Holy crap, man. That was insane. So routing from the battlefield, and all it took was just a couple rounds of artillery. And look at that devastation, man. Those guys are goners, and they are running from the battlefield. So this left flank now is in some trouble. They need to fall back, in my opinion. This open field is, you know, there's no benefit coming out of this. You know, they're in the open field. They got artillery shooting them. They got no more reinforcements. It's not looking too good for them, man. It's really going to come down to this right flank. So, looking at the right side, we have a melee charge coming in. Look at this. Confederates charging in. Can they break this Union line? Breaking on impact, getting shot as they charge in. We got another unit now pushing. And it looks like this unit will actually make it to the front lines. And more Confederate forces charging in. Now, interesting decision here. Maybe the player or whoever was in control of these guys were like, hey, we're probably not going to win this this volley engagement. Let's go ahead and bring this into a little bit of a closer fight. Get those bayonets equipped and charge in. And it's not turning out too well for them. Morale's starting to hit them hard. They don't have any more reinforcements to aid their cause. And, yeah, oh, the Floating Rifle Brigade. I like it, man. Is that a new company? Anyways, we got the general overlooking the battle. I don't know if this is the dead general. It's just the general's bodyguard. I'm not too sure. But regardless, it is going to bolster this morale. And ultimately, these guys are going to mass rounds. So, good attempt there from the Confederate player. Good idea. They just did not have the reinforcements to back it up. Oh, and they did actually. It's just a little too late. These guys showing up just a tad bit too late here. And these 4 units are thirsty, man. They want some action. Charging in. Looks like most of these guys are at full strength despite their numbers looking very, very low. And now charging in onto Union positions. Union troops caught off guard. Can these guys get some shots in? They will, but not enough. And the pain train, the CSA pain train storming in. But what's going on? Man, braking on impact, that is horrendous, man. I don't know if it was because they were sprinting this entire time to get into combat. But those guys, man, what a waste of a unit. I was not expecting that at all. Look at that mass rout. Union troops having a field day. We got another melee engagement deep in the woods here. It looks like the same situation. Confederates just not being able to hold out here and taking a lot of losses in the process and routing from the battlefields. Now, looking at this, looks like one of the players decided to fall back, and I don't know what to think of this, man. I think he really should be helping his boys out at the front line. I don't know why he's falling back. He's leaving his buddy here, Apollo, to die, and it's actually forcing his hand to withdraw. Also on this left flank, Apollo knows better, man. He's like, you know what? There's a lot of Union troops. I'm probably going to fall back. Let's go ahead and fight another day. But, man, these lines are thicker than Kim Kardashian's ass. Holy crap, that's a thick line. Damn. We'll see how that goes. Those are some thick lines, man. You usually don't want to engage when these guys are, what, 12 rows deep? I mean, that's absurd, man. You're just asking for death. One shot and it's gonna hit you regardless. But they're gonna march in style. They're still going. But as for this left flank, things are turning out to be pretty even. I am very surprised here. Union troops seem to be holding all right despite losing in terms of terrain positioning. These guys do hold the fence line, and this artillery plays no games, man. No games. They're just ripping through. We got small arms fire. Oh, look at all that blood. I love it. I love it. Give me gore. I want to see bodies being blown away, man. That would be so cool, man. Look at that. Oh, getting shot in the wrist. Come on, man. You get shot in the wrist and fall over dead? Come on. It's merely a flesh wound. Anyways, the main line all across this left flank is now engaging. Let's go ahead and take a look at a bigger picture of the map here. Looks like two armies or two forces are now split up. Left force in Westwoods. Meanwhile, on the right side, they have pushed back from Eastwoods and now are attacking, I believe, at Bloody Lane. So, no, that's not right. I'm wrong. That's definitely not Bloody Lane. What am I saying? Anyways, like I said, Confederates still engaging, trying their best. And they're holding. They're barely holding. Now, as for this right flank, this is going to be causing a lot of trouble. Wherever this unit goes, it's going to put a lot of strain on those Confederate forces on the flank. this unit is going to be pretty much breaking these guys down and splitting these forces into two. So really good move here from the Union player, being able to adjust his line. Hopefully he thins out a little bit. He goes on a weight loss program and he gets that line in proper shape, but he has a lot of artillery in Miller's cornfield to back up his actions as well. These guys are going to be continuing to push in on the battlefields. Oh, and they're engaging. Oh, this is such a bad line. Don't do this. Don't be this player. I mean, I'm sure he has good intentions, but please don't do this. This is a big oof move here. Looks cool. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I would love some artillery to come in here and just obliterate these guys. I think that would look so cool. But from a tactical standpoint, this isn't the move, man. Not the move. But it is what it is, man. I like the effort here. I like the tactics of pushing in and trying to pinch these guys. But as for this right flank, the attack is commencing for the Union. But look at this. What type of attack? Oh, these guys, their lines are so bad. Oh, there's no organization here. They're just running to their deaths. Oh, this unit down to 65 men. They're not going to be lasting much longer. Oh my goodness, man. Down to 55 men and breaking. But man, it's just... You need an organized attack. You need something with cohesion. Lines are nice and drawn. Pushing up like this is probably not an effective way to start off a battle. These guys are just all over the place, man. As for the Confederates, they're doing a fantastic job. What's going on over here? Oh my goodness. What are you doing, dude? Oh, we got the Union General here on the flank, just chilling behind enemy lines. Oh my goodness. Are we going to be seeing a general duel? I think we are. Confederate general about to get charged to the side. The Union troops have the momentum. And who will die? Oh, we have another, okay, artillery crew coming in. And there it goes. Oh, and he's upgraded too. Wow, and there it goes, the Union general breaking from the battlefield. It looks like he does make it out with his life, but barely. As for this Union assault, things are not looking too great. We got another unit of about 100 men in the wood lines here.
Our men are running from...
Still taking extreme losses in the process. Still pushing up though. These guys are committed. They're very committed. But you don't want to push up in a column formation. Nice line. Well drawn. These lines are so thick. It kills me, man. It kills me. Absolutely kills me. As for this left flank, it looks like the Union troops are going to be continuing their push on to this force here. As for this left flank, Union troops actually being beaten back. We have Union artillery, and they're, I believe, maybe going to be engaging. Oh, look at the arching shots coming in. That is so cool, man. The shots actually kind of arc. That is very cool. But these guys are marksmen, man, and these artillery crew are getting their ass handed to them, down to 20 men. Let's go ahead and take a look at the right side of the map where the most of the action is happening. Looks like the Union player is starting to realize what is going on here. His attack has fallen to pieces, and he is going to be forced back into a defensive posture. Now, this is going to allow Apollo and the boys to kind of push in here. And maybe start a counterattack. As you can tell, kind of pushing up some units on this right flank. And these guys, they need to fall back. They're going to be taking heavy losses if they stay there. As for this force on the left flank, not too much is happening. It looks like they are taking their time. But this is a great opportunity for Confederate artillery to just unleash hell onto their position. As you can tell, they already have some chevron, or a chevron. So getting some pretty good kills here. Let's check out the carnage from their point of view. I believe they're firing at this unit. Maybe not. I don't know. Okay, maybe this unit? Oh, you got... Oh! Woohoo! Yeah, that is scary. That is scary business. Anyways, on this right flank, we're going to fast forward just a little bit. As you can tell, formations are starting to be formed up here. As you can tell, a nice L formation is happening for the Union troops, but they do need to be cautious of this flank. And here goes a push from the Confederates, walking into battle, now running. Had the Union player inspire his men, and here goes the push for the Confederates. But so far, Confederates doing a fantastic job at Antietam, holding their lines and making effective counterattacks to where these guys, the Union troops, are just not able to hold. But we'll see if these guys can hold here. They got great positioning, they got the high ground, they got the forest, they got the fence line, they got everything going for them right now. Can these boys hold off this Confederate wave of troops? We have another force over here, but Apollo needs to be careful now. He doesn't want to get flanked. These are some juicy units. You don't want to get volleyed point blank from these guys because they will leave a mark for sure. But running into the flank, it looks like Apollo is starting to notice that. He's going to be readjusting his line to counter that force. These guys are definitely a force to be reckoned with. And what are you doing, man? Oh my gosh, you guys are just walking up. Oh, this hurts to see. You're like, marching style, left, right, no problem. We got a big hole, no problem. Oh, you boys are killing me, man. Oh, getting annihilated, and that unit is gone just like that. I don't know if that was a misclick. I don't know if he was trying to bait some lines to get to volley on this one unit instead, but it just did not work out, man. That unit got slaughtered, and it's going to leave these other guys to be in a bad position too. So, break. It seems like some of these units, they want to come back, and they're like, nah, we're good. That was enough for me. I'm out. But here we go, the Iron Brigade holding the high ground, and they seem to be doing a fantastic job of holding back these Confederates. But Confederates, anxious for blood, they're getting very close now. I would not be surprised if these guys do decide to go into a melee charge. Now, they are, they are fresh, so it's going to be a good... Whoa! Holy crap, that was cool. Artillery coming in overhead now. And can these Confederates hold? Morale is wavering. We got a Union charge. Very surprised to see that point-blank volley. And they're going to be charging into these Confederates now. Confederates know how to fight, like I said. Don't mess with the Confederate, alright? Don't mess with his Confederate soldiers or his banjos. They will not be happy. And there goes one Union unit. And more are now charging in. Interesting tactic here. I would not expect this to happen from the Union troops. I know they're the Iron Brigade, but still, you don't want to get in melee with Confederates. It's not a good idea, man. Especially when you're getting shot in the back. These guys are not going to be lasting long at all. Ooh, right in the gut. There he goes. Little butt to the head. And Union troops are now in a hasty retreat, leaving the field here. Looks like these two units are also falling back. But let's go ahead and check out this left flank. Things are not working out well at all for these guys. Confederates have managed to hold for the most part. The battle is not over yet. There's still a lot of units to be held over on this right side of the map. But these guys need to finish up these Confederates on the right flank, or else their left is going to crumble and they're going to get pinched in two. So hopefully that does not happen. But Apollo and his boys of the 13th Georgia are kicking ass and taking names. So still, they do not have the high ground. They're actually shooting into the dirt at this point. But that is fine. That is fine. They got a lot of resources here and a lot of time to waste. Right now, it is in the Union, the ball is in the Union court. They need to attack. They really do, man. These guys are not going to hold out long on this left flank. They're really not. And there's just nothing left over here. But look at the carnage, man. Look at all these bodies of Union troops as they assaulted this position. I mean, this was a very costly attack, taking a ton of lives. And compared to the CSA... You know, they took some losses, don't get me wrong, but nothing on the scale of this, man. I mean, this is just enormous amount of losses. All this is pretty much artillery fire. Bloody stuff, man. Very bloody stuff. We have Union artillery in Miller's cornfields. Little hard to see in here, but they're still able to get some shots off. Let's see where this lands. Pretty good shot, man. Pretty good shot. I don't think they're using explosive rounds, but here we go. The final stand for the Union. They're going to be holding this fence line on Hagerstown Turnpike, saying hello to Dunker's Church. And here they go. It looks like they're committing to one final charge. Oh man, this is too cool, dude. This is too cool. Whoa! Yo! Oh my gosh, this artillery just does not stop, dude. Does not stop taking losses as they charge in. There they go, into melee combat. One of very few units to make it into combat. I doubt this other one is going to be able to make it. They're taking heavy losses. Can they do it? Iron Brigade. They're so close, yet so far. Their brothers ahead of them have broken from the battlefield. That has to be extremely demoralizing. And pushing over now. Taking losses as they cross the road. And they do make it into Confederate lines there. Hopefully they'll be able to hold for a little bit, but extremely outnumbered, completely isolated once again. Union troops have no other option there. As for this left flank, Confederate forces are facing some opposition here. Looks like these guys did come out from the forest, so it's definitely not over yet. Actually, the balance of power is still even, which seems extremely hard to believe. But as for this side, this unit, they're fighting as hard as they can. Oh no, they killed the drummer boy! Come on, dude! Why'd you do that? That's not cool, Confederates. Come on now. He wasn't really a boy anyways, that man. He had some facial hair. Definitely had some facial hair. Anyways, Union troops angered by the flag bearer, excuse me, drummer boy going down, breaking the Confederate line and moving on to the next one. Now, I'm not too sure why these units in the back are just chilling here. Maybe because they just feel so confident in their Confederate lines that they will break eventually. And that very well might be the case. Now, as for the Union here, we have one more force here on this side of the fence line. As for this far left flank, these guys are pretty much gone from the battlefield. They're taking heavy losses as they retreat, still taking losses down to 220 men. And they're leaving their fallen comrades behind. Oh my gosh, dude, that is so many bodies. We gotta see how many people were fighting here, but look at this. The final charge for the Union. The final huzzah. As these boys charge in one final time. Zoo, zoo, zoo was their final battle cry. We don't have the 9th New York here, but they are chanting. They are chanting to death. Oh, are they going to get their volley off? Oh my gosh, if they do. They will not. They will not. Union troops catching a bit of a break there and allowing for more units to come in. So just slamming men into these front lines and hoping something will happen. Hoping a mass rout will occur. But these Confederates, man, they're tough. They're tough. Tough nail for sure. But they do seem to be having some success here. Union troops still... These guys are walking. Come on, boys. There's a war. Come on. Get in there. Get in there. Your unit's about to break. What are you doing? It's no parade time. Well, anyways, that unit is now breaking, but they will be able to be replaced. Wow, what the hell happened there? That was a lot of blood. Damn. Oh, man. Clean up on aisle 9. Jeez, that was deadly. Artillery coming overhead. And yeah, it's pretty clear at this point, guys. It's over. There's just not much left. These guys, they've tried their best. We got another unit of 169 pushing into the flanks of the Confederates, but it just will not be enough. Union troops taking an L, but what a fantastic match overall. I mean, the amount of carnage, and I am very surprised the Confederates won. This is an extremely biased map to the Union. Usually like 8 times out of 10 Union troops usually prevail, but in this case 13th Georgia and Pixie's boys holds. So we will go ahead and head to the final screen to show you guys the results. Alright, so taking a look at the statistics, as you can tell, Union troops getting a ton of kills, actually each player getting over 2,000 kills, and the Confederates getting about 1,500. So guys, thank you so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, feel free to leave a like, and make sure to go check out Apollo's channel. It will be the first link in the description. Awesome dude, yeah, post some great content. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys later.